Right, let's get into it. So, kiss your way to a banging body. Mwah. That was horrible, yeah.
That's not that.
You just don't want to see that. You gotta
get a haircut. I agree.
Exactly.
Sort yourself out. Sort your shit out, Pete.
Yeah, sort my shit out. Cool. So, look, there's this quote that I posted in the group. I heard it today. I really love it. And it's basically, if you want to impress somebody, give them something hard. But if you want to help them, give them something simple. And what our goal is to do today, but not only today, every single day we practice what we preach, is to show you guys that this stuff is really simple and it's not rocket science. So we're really going to break things down for you today. I wanted to tell you quickly about Stefan. Stefan's not on Facebook, but Stefan came in today, and this guy, honestly, he's probably done 25% of the program. You might have seen him post. I posted his results last year, and he still continues to do about 25% of it. Just roast Pete. Give it a break, mate. Come on. Give me about 6 months before you start roasting me.
I like Toby so much. And hey, Kath, I see you on the line too. Or Duck. Hey, Duck.
Hey, Melanie.
Hey, Mel.
So, back to what I was saying, Stefan, 25% of the program, he's still probably, that's all he's done, right? He's not even nailing the window. He's fluffing it about.
Well, I'm going to say he's half-assing the program.
Yeah. But today I did his measurements, and he lost 10 centimetres over the holidays.
Like, who does that?
Now, it's pretty cool because the only thing he's focused on is his worst habit. His single worst habit.
He's not moving from that.
No. And I'll tell you exactly what this guy's single worst habit was. It was drinking a 4-pack of Red Bull every single day. Okay, so count that up in your head. That's 28 Red Bulls a week, right? Now, what we did with him last challenge, we said, all right, I want you to here's the book, try some recipes, but the only thing I want you to focus on is getting rid of the Red Bull. So, to be honest, that first 12 weeks, he stumbled and he fell a bit. We got him down to a couple a day, but he still struggled to kick the habit completely in. I came across a little post, Bulk Nutrients had it, and it was a mental stimulation supplement, and it was low calorie, but it gave him a little bit of caffeine, what he was after, and he bought it. I told him to swap it out, so have one of those instead of your Red Bull when you need it. Anyway, a couple months later, he's completely kicked the Red Bull habit, and he's lost 10 centimetres. In total, he's lost 7 kilos so far. Yeah, so he's lost 7 kilos so
far.
Plus
another 10 centimetres over the holidays.
Yeah.
By continuing that, like breaking that habit, not moving off on that. I'm sure he enjoyed himself through Christmas and all the rest of it.
He still has 2 Pepsis a day.
Yeah.
So he still has 2 Pepsis, full strength, right? So this guy's still consuming about, 8 tablespoons of sugar a day, and he's lost 7 kilos. Now, excuse my French, but if you're not losing weight, you must be royally fucking this up. Right? So, let's lighten the...
In a nice way.
Let's lighten the... Stop it. Let's lighten the topic for a second here. You've really got to get this wrong to not be moving, all right? So let's break it down for you, because if you're not moving on the scales, if you're finding it hard to lose the weight, it's because you're focusing on too much. Okay? You're focusing on the mountain rather than the first little step. So
and still that diet mindset. We talk about a lot about that diet mindset, because people still come into it and they think, okay, I've got to fix everything. I've got to just totally change and turn my world upside down. Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah.
And, you come into the business and you come into us and you say, look, I want to lose 20 kilos. I want to lose 30 kilos.
And I'm motivated.
And I want to lose 50 kilos. You got big goals. Unless you break those goals down into smaller goals, then you're never going to get there, because you don't have that constant, I feel good, I'm achieving.
Yeah. I've achieved one thing. I can knock that over. Let's work on the next thing.
Yeah. So how do you eat an elephant? Who wants to help me answer that question?
Yeah, let's see who can answer that question.
Type away.
How do you eat an elephant?
How do you eat an elephant?
This is really cool.
There's 5 of you on the line.
And hey, Lewis.
Lewis
Maybe you know how to eat an elephant.
Lewis is laughing.
So is Duck.
5 of you on the line. Tell me, how do you eat an elephant? We won't move into
We patient.
one bite at a time.
Woo!
Yes, Melanie,
Good
awesome.
girl. Well done.
Newbie in the group. Beautiful. One bite at a time.
Oh, good, Georgia. I'm glad we're
Beautiful.
making sense. Because we think we make sense, but you know.
Right, so some of you are at your first challenge, some of you are at your second challenge, some of you are at your 14th challenge. No matter where you're starting, it always starts with the first thing. What are you consistently doing wrong?
What's the worst thing you're consistently doing?
Yeah, what's the worst thing you're consistently doing? Or what are you doing consistently that's taking you in the wrong direction? In the direction that you don't want to go. Okay, so we'll post the visual. The Ab Factory posted a really cool visual of, it's quite simple. You do this if you want to have that kind of result, or you do that if you want to have that kind of result.
Yeah.
Okay, and if you can really break it down into that simple kind of analogy, it's like seeing the Matrix. Everything just really appears in front of you, and it's like, I can see the map.
Like we often do this, Duck, and with Ruth as well. Light bulb moments, like just going off.
Yeah.
When you realise something, and like Georgia says, it makes so much sense.
Yeah.
So I was going to elaborate on that as well. When what'd you say? Did it what? The light bulb moments. What were you saying before that?
If you want to go in this direction.
Oh, yeah. So, the way you can look at it is every time, you eat something or go to drink something or eat something, you have to have in your mindset, is this going to get me towards my goals or take me further away from my goals? And it's as simple as that.
Yeah.
Yeah, nothing else matters.
Yeah.
And that pie chart that Ab Factory did with the macros, like, fuck all matters. Yeah. This matters, fuck all matters, all that.
I just want to say fuck now.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do, because I said it.
Yeah, I just want to compete with you. Yeah.
Yeah, cool. So, look, tell me, you're on the line now, what is your worst habit? What is the single worst thing you're doing? And I'll give you a hint. It's not sleeping in, or it's not getting enough sleep.
Or it's not... attending many eye sessions or attending exercise regimes.
Yeah, and it's definitely not being prepared. Okay, so that's
they're the fluffy stuff.
They're the fluffy stuff. They're the stuff that really comes into play later on. But right now, there's a consumption habit that you're doing. Takeaway, boom.
Good.
Jason,
good work,
buddy. Not eating breakfast. Yeah, you're almost there, Melanie. But
dig a little deeper.
Dig a little deeper. So what happens when you don't eat breakfast? You and we were just talking about this the other day. The single worst habit you're facing is a consumption habit, and that's why you're overweight. Because the thing is with being overweight, underweight, if you're not, if you're trying to lose weight and you can't, it's because you're consuming enough calories to maintain your body weight. And the same goes as if you're trying to build muscle. If you're not able to build muscle or put on weight, it's because you're only consuming that base level amount of calories. So somewhere there, whether it's conscious or unconscious, you're consuming calories. And me and Melanie were talking about your mum and how she unconsciously eats cheese and bickies when she prepares them for Tom.
Raisin toast.
Or raisin toast when she's
kids.
Preparing it for the kids.
Yeah, anything like that.
Yeah. So,
And she's not aware of it, but I've actually said to her one time, whether it goes down well or not, I've gone, what did you just do? And she's like, what? And she's like, oh my God.
Yeah.
There's no idea.
No idea, because you're just so used to popping it in your mouth and you keep going because you're busy. Another thing that a lot of people aren't aware of is when something comes into the house, they'll try and get rid of it and get it out of the house.
By consuming it.
But they'll do that by consuming it.
Yeah.
Okay? So when something like, Tim Tams comes in their house, instead of getting those Tim Tams and actually exiting those Tim Tams from the house, like throwing them out the door, in the toilet, down the drain. I don't know how to going down the drain, or in the bin. You go through the air vents. instead of choosing one of those paths out of the house, they'll choose to put it in there. Now, there's no other reason for wanting to put it in there other than feeling like, eating those and having that craving for them, and that's not a bad thing.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, we're not saying that this makes you a good or a bad person.
No.
It's just human nature.
It's just human nature, especially Australia. I think it's our culture, because we feel so bad if we waste food.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, getting back to the whole simplicity side of things, if you've got a habit of consuming items when they come in, hey Ruth,
Hey Ruthie.
when they come into the house, then that's another habit that you're going to break. So I really want to put this on a map for you. It's sort of a real simple map if you want to go and check it. Okay? All right. So let's say you're at base camp right now, right? And you need to climb Mount Everest, right? So those of you who have done their first program or are now onto their second program, you know exactly what I'm talking about here. But can we all see that line there? Okay, so that line there, we've got base camp down here, we've got the summit up here. Now, for anybody who knows anything about climbing mountains, the first thing is, drawing time. The first thing is you must acclimatise to the altitude, right? So base camp, its oxygen levels are fine, okay, but as you climb, oxygen levels start to get thinner. So what mountain climbers do is they'll climb up to here, right? But then they'll sleep the night down here. Then they'll climb up to there, then they'll sleep the night down here. And over a 30-day period or 60-day period, they finally go up here, sleep down there, and they eventually get to the top, okay? And if you think of this mountain as your MP program,
or your journey,
or your journey in particular,
success,
yeah, that's what you'll need to do. So for 12 weeks, you'll get to a certain spot. And then during the break, you need to rest. Then you'll get to another certain spot after the 12 weeks, and then you need to rest. And then you finally get to your third program or your 10th program, and then you rest down there, and then you reach the summit. It doesn't matter how many of these programs it takes. As long as you keep climbing the mountain, you're going to get there, okay? So by having that in your mindset, you've already achieved the result. It's just a matter of when.
Yeah.
Are you all with me? Tell me if you are. So for those that have just done their first program, you got a great result in your first program, and then over the holidays you slid back a little bit. That's going to be your stage for getting an even better result this program, okay? And then you're going to slide back again in the next break. Jill's going on an American holiday after her second program.
Yeah, that's
and
cool.
I know I would slip backwards if I went to America.
We went to an American burger joint in the Gold Coast.
America! Our burgers were America.
They were America. If we're going to do it, we're going to do it.
I had 2 burgers.
Duck and Ruth know about this as well. I told them about these amazing burgers.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. So my point is, it doesn't matter how long it takes. Okay, it could take you 10 years. If you've been overweight for 40 years and it takes 10 years, you're going to have another 50 years of being completely healthy and well.
Yeah. And it makes it more, if you relax and accept the fact that that it's a journey and that it is a process and you just enjoy it one step at a time, it's going to be a lot easier than thinking, oh, I've got to do this in 12 weeks or I've got to do this in 6 months.
Yeah.
It makes it more exciting then. You think, oh, okay, this is cool. I'm going to enjoy it. This is my new life. And these are what's important to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bam! I'm going to flip the coin on you. Because it's our job to also push you. Okay? So we can be like the nice, soft trainer that tells you no matter how long it takes, so long as you get there. But then there's another side to us that we need to play. And that is pushing you and giving you the empowerment to know that you can actually exceed what you think you can exceed. So this brings me to the last topic for the
In a
talk.
certain time frame.
Yes. So last talk we talked about setting SMART goals. Now these SMART goals, they were time bound. Training for nothing sucks. Alright? Because what happens is you say, alright, Pete, Megan, here's some money. Can you help me get this result? And you're slugging along, and all of a sudden, the money's coming out and you're not getting where you want to get to, and then you start to feel like crap, and you think, oh, how can I make myself feel better? Oh, I'll go and buy that shiny thing. Oh, I don't have enough money for that. All right, I'll stop doing this. I'll go and buy that.
Car.
Yeah. You know how many people that we've coached, honestly, it's just like a phenomenon. How many people we've coached who have cancelled and then like 2 weeks later bought a new car. Yeah. So
I won't solve this problem, I'll just get a new car instead.
So back to my point, training for nothing sucks, training for something rocks. And we're tossing up the idea of having a mini photo shoot halfway through the year.
Yes, I've already got someone.
Who's that?
Wasn't it Beck?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was Beck.
She's a go-getter. That's why she was in our transformation of the year, because she puts her mind to it. She puts the time frame, and she says, "Yep, this is what I'm going to achieve, and this is how I'm going to get there."
I think Georgia,
that's not her forever goal, and that's what I mean by the whole process. But at the same time, you can have those little goals that you were talking about in the beginning.
Yeah.
To make you work hard and achieve something, and then that gives you,
more motivation.
That gets the steam rolling.
Yeah.
Onto the next one.
Yeah. So we have photo shoots, big photo shoots every year, but the reason we're doing a mini photo shoot is because we don't want you to have to outlay money for a really awesome photographer just yet. So we're going to have a mini photo shoot halfway through the year. We might get a photographer from town, or we might just do the photos ourselves. I'm leaning towards doing the photos ourselves. That way you don't have to pay anything. But the whole point of doing this mini photo shoot is to give you a date to work towards and make you go out and buy a certain item of clothing to fit into. Okay, we all have body transformation goals. Some people want to fit into jeans, and some people want to rock a bikini. It doesn't matter what your goal is. It doesn't matter how far along in your journey you are, and if you don't think you're photo shoot ready, you probably should be doing this photo shoot. Okay? This is going to be, I'm thinking streetwear.
And if it makes you feel uncomfortable, you probably should be doing it.
Yeah. So I'm thinking maybe streetwear, a little less confronting than putting some tights on and a crop top or something like that.
Yeah.
We could do like a real simple one, streetwear. Go down to the skate park and do a really cool...
Or even that really cool graffiti wall in the middle of Macquarie Street.
That's gone now, remember?
No, it's just been replaced.
Oh.
Yeah, it just doesn't have the spider. Hey?
The news agency.
Yeah, but it just doesn't have all that spider and everything. It's a new graffiti wall.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could do like photos down there, a nice pair of jeans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
hot top.
Yeah. So we'll do a mini photo shoot. But we're only going to do it if there's enough interest. We've got a handful of people at the moment. I need everybody who wants to do this mini photo shoot to post in the comments section of this video. Okay?
Do it now. Do it now.
My date to fit in a jacket is 5th of May. Suit jacket for Stars of Dubbo. Cool? Yeah?
Yeah.
So we're going to do it around June, July, mate. So if you even want to go and get...
That little bit further.
Go and get a little bit further and get something... a little bit smaller or whatever, that's up to you. But yeah, we'd love to have as many people involved in this photo shoot as possible. If you're doing photo shoots at the end of the year, you can absolutely be a part of this one as well, because it's going to give you that stepping stone to
something to work towards there and practice and prepare.
Yeah. And for the newbies, if you're just starting with MP, this is perfect because you've come in right just at the right time. You've got one challenge to do, and then you pretty much got almost 2 challenges to do between now and then. That's 6 months, and a lot can happen in 6 months. So I'll leave it there. Jace can't be the only one that wants to do this. So come on, give me some likes.
And Jace, have you bought your jacket, by the way?
I'd say he has. Suit jacket for the Stars of Dubbo.
Yeah, but has he bought it yet, like the size?
Jace, you're being called at. He's probably typing. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Cool.
Good boy. Melanie, if that's a like for the photo shoot, just confirm it with a comment. There's 5 of you on the line. If you're watching this later, let me know. Photo shoot. Keep it simple. I'll wrap this up now. identify the single thing you're doing consistently that is taking you in the opposite direction to where you want to go, right? I'll give you a hint. It's a consumption habit. Once you know what that is, the next step, and Jace did this the other day, is to find out what the cue is, okay? So if you're drinking Pepsi and you're doing it after work, thanks Melanie. Yay. If you're doing it after work because it's been a stressful day, then that's your cue. And then the routine is obviously drinking the Coke. And then the reward is that yummy feeling.
Or the relaxed feeling. Yeah,
relaxed
I spoke
feeling,
with one of my clients the other day, and that's what it is for her. It's the instantly, as soon as she does this, she does this.
Yeah.
So you have to replace.
So you need to replace the routine?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The routine.
The routine?
Is that the thing?
Yeah, the thing that you're drinking?
Yeah. So that's what she has to replace. Yeah.
So replace that, but make sure the thing that you replace it with gives the exact same reward as the thing that you've replaced it with.
Make it delicious.
Yeah.
Make it still, exciting.
Your cocktails and tea example is perfect. So if you...
Or wine and tea, drink it, Yeah.
Yeah, if it's hot and you love a tea, if it's hot and you love a cocktail,
or any sort of alcoholic beverage.
Yeah, to cool you down, or sugary beverage to cool you down.
Cool you down or relax you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Replace it with the
iced tea. There's many beautiful flavours.
Yeah.
That'll tickle your fancy.
Awesome.
Yeah. So Mel and Jace so far, but I know Rebecca has told me as well.
That's 3.
So 3.
And I know Georgie. I think Georgia. Maybe I didn't talk to Georgia about it. I don't know. But like I said, pop your name down in the video. That's us for tonight. We're going to have dessert. Thank you for watching the craziness. We're both sleep deprived at the moment.
Yeah.
But we're adjusting from the Queensland time down here. So.
Oh yeah. We'll use that, huh?
We'll use that.
We've been home for like 2 weeks.
I'm still adjusting. Those girls are still adjusting.
Yeah.
Almost 9 o'clock and they're only going to sleep.
Yeah. Party animals. Yeah. All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.